Weddings, babies, life just keeps moving, right?
It sure does, and sometimes it seems like milestones just speed up.
This week we're diving into the news that Olivia Culpo and Christian McCaffrey are going to be parents.
Big news.
It is. We're taking a close look at that announcement, all the details and what it means for them, drawing on some recent reporting from Pinkvilla.
Sounds good to me.
So first up, Olivia shared the news on Instagram Monday, March 10th, 2025.
Okay.
And she did it with some seriously beautiful black and white photos. Classic stuff. She's in a white dress, cradling her baby bump. Very elegant.
You know what I think is so great about black and white photography?
What's that?
It kind of makes things feel timeless, Like it really focuses on the emotion and the big meaning behind the moment.
I completely agree. And the caption she used, just 3 words. Next chapter, motherhood.
Short, sweet, and powerful.
Definitely. And they didn't stop at pictures. There was also a video behind the scenes, and you can see Christian there too. The whole thing just felt really genuine and happy, and those kind of glimpses into their lives are what make it so engaging.
I agree. And that's social media for you, right? Carefully curated, but still personal. It gives you a feeling of connection that you don't always get from the more traditional announcements.
I have to say though, I don't think this announcement came as a complete shock to everyone, especially those super observant fans. There were whispers and rumors going around for a bit.
What makes you say that?
Back in October, Olivia posted a picture with Christian, and you could see his hand resting on her stomach, I think that definitely got people thinking.
Oh, I see what you mean. And those fans, they really do pick up on everything. I guess it shows you how much interest there is in these couples and their lives. That one little gesture, it was all it took to set off a whole wave of speculation.
Exactly. And then things got even more interesting last month. I think it was February. Anyway, paparazzi snapped some photos of Olivia out and about, and that time it was pretty obvious that she was expecting.
Right.
So while the official announcement may not have been a total surprise, it was still great to get that confirmation straight from the source.
It's a delicate balance, isn't it? Celebrities want to share their lives, but they also want to control how and when that information gets out. I guess these little hints, they just build up the anticipation and keep people guessing.
For sure. But now let's talk about something a bit deeper that I think really adds another dimension to this news. Olivia has been incredibly open about wanting to become a mom and her dream of having a family. But she's also been candid about facing some pretty serious challenges.
What kind of challenges?
Her endometriosis diagnosis. She's been vocal about her concerns regarding fertility.
Right. And that honestly makes this announcement even more powerful, right? She's been so open, on Culpo sisters especially, about wanting children, but also the anxieties she had around actually being able to conceive. It gives everything that much more context.
Absolutely. And she didn't just talk about it, she took action. She had surgery for her endometriosis back in 2020.
Yeah.
And let's not forget, that was just a year after she and Christian started dating. I think that shows you how important starting a family was to her, and she wasn't letting this diagnosis stand in her way.
Definitely proactive. And, endometriosis is a tough condition. A lot of women go through it. Her willingness to be so upfront about it is really empowering, especially for those who might be struggling with similar issues.
I think so too. And she didn't shy away from the details either. She's talked about the potential impact on egg quality, scarring of the fallopian tubes, really specific stuff that many women deal with but don't always feel comfortable talking about.
Exactly. She's not just saying, oh, I might have trouble. She's laying it all out. That kind of openness is incredibly validating, and it can really help educate people about what this condition is actually like.
So with all that in mind, this announcement takes on a whole new meaning. I think for Olivia, it must feel like this incredible moment of joy and relief, a dream come true after all that worry and uncertainty.
I'd say so. It shifts the whole narrative from one of struggle and potential disappointment to one of hope and ultimately a happy ending. A reminder that even when things are tough, your dream of having a family might still be within reach.
And let's not forget, Olivia and Christian got married just a year ago. This feels like the perfect next chapter for them, like a natural progression in their journey as a married couple.
That next chapter she mentioned. It makes sense when you think about it, marriage, and then those conversations start happening. Where are we going next? What do we want for our future? For many people, building a family is a big part of that vision. It feels like their timeline is pretty typical in that sense.
So to sum it all up, we have Olivia Culpo and Christian McCaffrey, super excited to be expecting their first baby. And while some of the more astute fans may have seen this coming, the announcement is extra special given Olivia's past openness about her dreams of motherhood and and the journey she's been on with endometriosis and its potential impact on her fertility.
It just feels like a really beautiful and significant time for them.
It really is. And, the fact that she was willing to be so vulnerable and share her struggles with fertility, it makes this happy news even more impactful. It really shows how much this means to both of them as they start this new chapter of being parents.
It really makes you think about the role public figures play in shaping conversations, right? When they share such personal experiences, like the ups and downs of fertility leading up to these huge life announcements. Does it change how we approach family planning as a society? Does it encourage more open dialogue about the challenges some face in starting a family? It also makes you think about our own relationship with these celebrities. How do we process these intimate glimpses into their lives? Definitely a lot to ponder. Food for thought, for sure.
Yes,